Well, greetings, folks, in or near St. Louis, Missouri. If you're a reverb hound and you want to see how I made this, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Never throw anything out. This was a solid state amp from the 60s of something. I can't remember what it was. It was abandoned at my work. Originally, it did not have this bend in it, and I just took a hammer and beat the crap out of it and straightened it out. Well, there it is. I'm going to make a completely from scratch Fender style reverb unit. And here's the wood cut to size for the cabinet on my reverb clone project. Here's my box joint jig I'm going to use to cut the box joints for the reverb unit, and I'm also going to use it for that showman head. I'm going to make a cabinet for it, custom made. Shout out to Guns and Guitars on YouTube for this cool hack. Okay, and here is the cabinet roughly banged together. Looks like it's going to go really good. This is a mathematical nightmare for someone who's spatially challenged like I am, and this ought to clamp up really, really nice. Yeah, really like that. Alrighty, here's my reverb tank clone coming along, and here it is clamped up. Double checked everything for squareness, and there it sits broken hearted. I'm making a maple faceplate for this, so I got the piece of maple that I'm going to use, glue, just clamped under there, and then I've got the holes drilled for everything the way I want it, and just a little dot of primer. This one is off center. That was a hole that was there. So I'm going to fix that hole with that little dot right there. That's going to be in line with the other ones, in case you're all keeping up here. Anyways, that's the top, and then I'm going to do a nice finished maple faceplate, because I can. And here's two of the braces for the front grill glued in. Here's a word of warning. CE Distribution says this transformer and no other is the correct transformer for this. It's not. This one has one high voltage going to the caps, and this one has no center tap and two high voltages. So what I had to do was create, I don't know if you can see it there, I had to create a, oops, sorry about that, I had to create a full wave rectifier, and I've got it wired up and plugged into my almighty current limiter. So now I'm going to plug it in and check my work. Let's see what we got. We should have somewhere in the high 2s. And we got 200 nice steady volts of DC going to ground and plus. So there's the plus and there's the ground. And that's my B plus right there. Nice. That's what you're going to have to do if you want to use this transformer for this unit. So here's an update. Got the power transformer in. I got my full wave rectifier done. Tube sockets are in, RCA plugs. AC cord partly wired in. I'm waiting for the faceplate to dry and then I can continue with the mess. Here's a trick some of you might not know. You can actually test diodes with your multimeter. That's a little diode symbol there. If you put it this way, it'll give you a reading kind of like that. And if you put it that way, you should get nothing. Here's some progress on my power supply. Now, here's your high voltage going into the full wave rectifier and then energizing these filter caps with the voltage dropping 10K resistor. Now, when I do this, when I get to this point, I typically will check this for shorts, just so I don't have to troubleshoot it down the road. Okay, at the end of that dropping resistor, I'm getting 352 volts, which is high, but it's not under load, so that's good. And most important, no glow. Also, when you do this, don't forget to practice safe amp repair. See that? That would have really freaking hurt. So drain your caps when you're done with every test. All right? That would have hurt. Progress. Moving along. Alright, and some nice progress on the preamp. This point-to-point wiring. I think the preamp's done. Just got to wire up the transformer, the reverb transformer, and filter caps and heater wires. Next. Well, I think I've got all this wiring done. Well, now I got the on switch on. I got it plugged into my current limiter. Now I'm going to plug it in and fasten my seatbelt. Here we go. Any glow? No freaking glow at all. Oh. Pilot lights on. Okay. I'm going to measure some voltages and pick out some tubes. For those of you that have been following on, I'm sure you noticed the rookie mistake I made, now fixed, had the polarity backwards on that filter cap. I admit I made a mistake. I've learned a lot from my mistakes. In fact, I've learned so much, I'm thinking of making a few more. Okay, well, here it is. Ready for final sanding, staining, painting, Tolexing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I do have quite a bit of nice sanding to get all these marks out of here. If I am going to stain it, which I'm kind of leaning towards stain. But we'll see. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plug this in. I had a couple of wiring errors that I've taken care of. A couple of cold solder joints. And so now I got it plugged into my current limiter, going into my deluxe, and I'm going to give it a try with this. So here we go. We're going to plug it into the current limiter and plug it in. So here it is. Okay, we do have the light going on. Tubes are lighting up. Also got a foot switch here. And looks like we got reverb. Excellent. Onward. Well, this is about the best I can do on the cabinet. Looks like it's pretty much done and ready for the insertion of the almighty reverb chassis. Alrighty, looking good. Well, here it is. I'm going to do a little sound test. I'm going through my L8 Deluxe, which is basically a Brown Princeton preamp with a deluxe power section. And for this demo, I'm going to be using my home brewed Les Paul clone copy. So for this part, I've got the dwell, the mix, and the tone all about halfway. Here's the tone all the way up. Okay, so this is everything all the way up. Tone, mix, dwell. Here's the tone completely off. Mix is at about all the way up, and dwell is about a third of the way up. This is really nice, and you don't get this from any of the onboard Fender amps, really. of this Fender standalone reverb clone, completely scratch built by yours truly, L.A. Jones, in or near the landmass referred to as St. Louis, Missouri. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps.